Hello there. Welcome to Coaching Moments with Leah. This is a time where I answer your questions that you send to me about life, money, relationships, and all the things. So today we have a question from a listener, and this is the letter that she sent me. She said, Leah, I am exhausted, and exhausted is in capital letters with lots of exclamation points. She goes on to say, it seems like everyone and everything wants my attention. I am a mom of 3 preteens and a wife. I also have some caregiving responsibilities for my aging parents, although my other siblings share the load with me. We are active in our church where I am on the hospitality team and also lead the children's choir. 2 of our 3 children play sports, which keeps us on the go a lot. Just last week, I was asked to take on a leadership role within one of the booster organizations for our local football team. I really do not have time to do it, but I said yes because they said no one else would do it, and I did not want to make anyone angry. I feel like a rat on a wheel, running, doing, always moving, but never getting off. Help. Well, sister, I hear your exhaustion, I hear your frustration, I hear the fact that you know you need to make a change. So you are in a season, that's the first thing I want to say to you. You are in a season where your children are young, you have caregiving responsibilities for your parents, and so it's time in the middle of this season for you to begin to think about your priorities. So here are some things I would love for you to ponder and maybe do. So the first thing is to sit down and make a list of all your responsibilities. Now, you may want to have your husband sit with you, and there may be some things that you're doing that he's seeing that you wouldn't list as a responsibility, but that really is. So sit down and make a list of your responsibilities. The second thing I want you to do, I don't want you to number that list at all. I just want you to list them out, no numbers. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to go back, look at that list, and I want you to put an E beside the ones that are essential. So, feeding your family, doing laundry, taking care of, being a wife to your husband, caregiving for your parents. Those are probably all going to have an E by them as essential. The ones that are non-essential, the ones that do not have to be done in order for your family to live and breathe and have its being, I want you to put an N by. Okay, once you've got that done, then I want you to get a highlighter and go back, and I want you to highlight all the responsibilities that have an E beside them. Okay, got it? So now, all of those highlighted responsibilities, I would love for you to start another list and put them in priority order. So number 1 will be your highest priority responsibility. Number 2 will be the next one on down. Number 3 will be the next lower in responsibility and priority. So just make a list with number 1 being your highest priority responsibility. Because sister, we cannot do 1,000 things to the glory of God. That was a Bible teacher said that a long time ago, and I really took that to heart because it's true. We really cannot do 1,000 things to the glory of God, even though our culture says that we can be superwomen. The fact is we cannot. So that's what I want you to do. And so as you look at that list and those priorities, I think it will begin to become clear that some things maybe need to be set aside for a season. Because think about it this way. When we say yes to something, even if it's something good, like maybe just for example, the hospitality team at the church, when we say yes to something like that, something good, something maybe that is needed, we probably are having to say no to something else. And so I want you to think about when you say yes to these responsibilities, what are you having to say no to? Are you having to say no to your children and time with them? Are you having to say no to dating time with your husband? What is your yes causing you to have to say no to? And so I think that as you begin to work through these exercises, you'll begin to see which of your responsibilities are primary and which are non-essential. And then I would love to hear back from you as you have prioritized your responsibilities, and let me know how that has worked for you. Let's talk for just a second about the fact that you took on a job with this booster organization just because you didn't want to make anyone mad and because you felt like no one else would do that. That is a boundary kind of situation, and that is something that many people deal with. They don't know how to exercise their no muscle because they don't want to make people upset. And so that's something I am going to deal with in future coaching moments with Leah. So y'all stay tuned. Come back and join me each Friday for another coaching moment with Leah. And listen, if you have a question, email it to me at ladamsministries@gmail.com or send me a private message. I would love to answer your question in one of these coaching moments with Leah. Have a great day.